It's a funny thing, time. Humans never stop moving, growing, progressing, evolving. Yet the things we leave in our wake make time stand still, untouched, unchanged, mercifully preserved at the hands of something as funny as time. Travel with me today to the heart of the Mullertal, or as we call it, Luxembourg's Little Switzerland, a peaceful town with a modest population of under 2,000. Perfectly placed at the heart of Beaufort's immaculate emerald pastures, these two enchanting castles appear to have been ripped straight from the pages of a fairy tale. But this is no fictional story. The sun glimpses through the brickwork, standing strong and unaltered, as if not a second of time has ticked by since the fort's first lord reigned, Warthier de Wilts. Towering above the earth, side by side, this part medieval, part Renaissance slice of history stands unspoiled by the clock. Built in 3 phases over 500 years, the commanding ruins of Beaufort's Castle re-welcomed the public between 1928 and 32 to explore this time capsule perfectly preserved for over 1,000 years. The chateaus take their guests on a remarkable journey through the centuries, flaunting contrasting construction styles, including Renaissance, Romanesque, and Gothic. Though the legacy has passed through many hands, each with their own take on how the chateau should look, one thing has always stayed the same: an air of historic magnificence, significance, and, well, a facade of innocence. Medieval civilizations were notorious for their inhumane torture methods, and while this medieval fortress was never constructed with anything more sinister than solitary confinement, 30's reconstruction added replica torture implementations to give a shockingly realistic representation of life for a 12th century defendant. The adjacent Renaissance chateau remains untouched by human hands since its construction more than 350 years ago. With the exception of minor alterations and additions, the magnificent castle escorts us back to a time where luxury was paramount. Explore with caution as you discover lavish furniture, a classic 17th century Baroque pleasure garden, and an ancient distillery that's had a home at the castle since 1878. The distillery remains intact. It's almost as if the last owners must still be here, and guests can even taste the chateau's famous Casero liqueur centuries later. With a legacy of over 78 years in the castle, Anne-Marie Linkels-Volmer passed away in August 2012 at 97. As the castle's last authentic lady of the house, Anne leaves no soul in her wake, aside from the public she invites to explore her fortress. During her reign at the castle, Anne-Marie lived lavishly just beyond this half-turned staircase, leading us to this spectacular bedroom presenting furniture from the early 18th century. Interiors like these bring the magic of eras past to life in the 21st century, promising to never let the clock degrade the work of mankind, no matter how much time ticks by.